Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 3rd of November. And we're going to start off, thank you, and it's that one, yep, with the Energy Oracle cards. Your messages are the thinking man. You have somebody around you being very contemplative, or this could be you next week. The energy of really putting some thought into something. Now he's got the crystals in his hand also. And it looks like it's clear quartz. So it's like really trying to get clarity on a situation for something next week. And then you have envy, Leo, envy. Now, if somebody's envious of you, I don't think that's a bad thing. I always say it's because you're being successful and opening up doorways that they perhaps would like to open for them. I'm very drawn to the beautiful kingdom in the background and an archway that's just there. So it's there for the taking for everybody. I hope you're not envious of somebody else because, or it could be, maybe, I hope you're not doing this either, is comparing yourself to somebody. Because, as they say, comparison is the thief of joy. This is your journey and your journey alone, Leo. So anyway, let's see how the tarot goes and see what messages comes for you. So dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Leo. And make it helpful, hopeful, and healing. Page of Swords is very much the energy of comparing yourself to somebody else, but let's see if that comes out, shall we? What's the focus for Leo, please, and thank you. Tower. That just came out for Cancer, actually. Opportunity, please, and thank you. Oh my God, so did this for Cancer. There's a big Cancer connection here. 7 of Swords, your opportunity. Guess what? 6 of Cups came out for Cancer. And what's bubbling under the surface is the 4 of Swords. I love that card in this deck. It's so calm. And advice and outcome, please and thank you for Leo. Ace of Wands. So the Tower. Tower is your focus next week. What is not working? What needs to be rebuilt? Because the foundations have crumbled from something. And then, I don't know, what are you trying to change something for the better? And you will learn from it too. The Envy card, I can't help but think that if it's you feeling like you're comparing yourself to others, then that's kind of like going to knock you off, and all that's going to do is make you feel like everything around you is crumbling. But the Tower is about big change. Maybe you're thinking something's got to change big style next week. You've got the 7 of Swords as an opportunity. Oh, this 7 of Swords has a lot of meanings for me. It can be you being very strategic about something, and I almost feel like you've got to tread on eggshells around somebody. It can also represent an opportunity to discover somebody that perhaps hasn't been truthful to you, because traditionally, or in many tarot readings, this comes out as the lying, cheating, stealing card, which would knock you off your tower, really. It would be a big surprise, wouldn't it? I don't know, we're going to clarify. But it can also represent you, an opportunity for you to distance yourself from somebody, remove yourself from a situation. You've got the 6 of Cups in your challenge. There's something about you not wanting to face perhaps something that's happened in the past that's within a relationship, a friendship, childhood. It's about not wanting to go back to something. Trying to block something out. Now the 4 of Swords is in your what's bubbling under the surface, and the 4 of Swords is about rest, relaxation, healing, repairing, and with that Tower moment, that's not a bad thing. Four of Swords for me is also about mental clarity, because the Four is about stability, Swords are about the mind. And by getting rest and taking some time to look after ourselves, we see things from a totally different perspective when our mind is clearer and rested. Now, the Ace of Wands is your advice and outcome, and this is like, wow, new beginning. So that Tower moment is coming in for creating a new opportunity, maybe. But whatever it is, you're very driven towards it. You're very determined. This fire energy, which you are the fire energy in the tarot, which represents wands. Anyway, let's clarify. Ooh, Tower, Tower, Tower. Why are you here? For Leo. Oh, look at that. You've got another ace. Ace of Swords. Whatever this Tower moment is giving you mental clarity on something and the truth. I say the truth because of the line cheating, stealing card here. Ace of Wands, Swords can also represent the truth of the matter, getting mental clarity, having focus also on one thing only, laser-like focus. Now the Seven of Swords, why are you here? You've got the Chariot. Guess what that's attributed to, Leo? Cancer. So I hope you haven't got a Cancerian around you who's not being completely honest with you, or maybe you are treading on eggshells around a Cancer, but there's an opportunity to get it out in the open. I think that's what that means, because also the Chariot is about, you know what, let's face this full on. This has gone on for long enough. She's jumped on the back of the tiger. Yeah, she's like, right, let's get this SHIT sorted. She's facing it full on, knowing full well it's not going to be easy. Six of Cups is your challenge. Could simply mean at the moment as well, you know, you're remembering loved ones that have passed. It could be something to do with an anniversary. Let's have a look. King of Wands as a challenge also. You may have dealt with a King of Wands in the past too. That can be a challenge. That can be somebody who is they're very driven, but they like all the attention. They're hard work. Little bit of a narcissist, if you know what I mean. They can be a bit too overwhelming around you. King of Wands in the upright is about being courageous. He's a leader. He's a mentor, and people look up to him. There's something about with the Six of Cups, there's memories around this King of Wands that you felt perhaps, yeah, was a little bit selfish and a bit of a narcissist. Now, the Four of Swords is what's bubbling under the surface. You just want to rest, Leo. You are overdoing it, because the Ace of Swords tells me that too. It's like they're asking you to just focus on one thing at a time. Stop trying to do it all. Ooh. What do we have there? How many? Oh, we have the Page of Swords, which is what I said about, I hope you're not comparing yourself to somebody else, because that is what the Page of Swords does. However, I do think that's what's contributing to a little bit of this. And that's what maybe could be your envy of something. But the Page of Swords also tells you, go out and do your research then. If that's how you're feeling, go out and have a look what other people are doing. Look at it. You know, don't just take that for granted that, you know, they're better than me because of X, Y, Z. Just go and do your own research. The Page of Swords is the investigator of the deck. And it encourages you to seek the truth of the matter for your, you know, the facts, also about something. Maybe that'll help you rest your mind. Now, the Ace of Wands is your advice and outcome. And it's like, yeah, get rid of all that. And back comes Leo. That, you know, determination, that drive, that creativity, passion as well. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. I like the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you regularly get the Queen of Pentacles, Leo. Like the Queen of Pentacles it's about feeling rich, it's about feeling abundant. It's very Empress energy for me. It's feeling like, you know, everything's working, everything's growing around you. It's trusting the universe that things are going to happen for you financially too. But it's also feeling very resourceful with what you have and content financially. Because for me also, the Queen of Pentacles is very much like, you know, she's not interested. She's not interested in the designer labels. She's very practical and down to earth. So the advice of that is, I don't know, maybe you've got to dial something back in order to get to that Ace of Wands, get that fire back in your belly, but at the same time remain very grounded about who you are, about your own self-worth too, your value that you bring to something or somebody. Yeah, it's like you're going to do a full circle here, because comparing yourself to others steals your identity. The Queen of Pentacles knows exactly who she is. She knows that things will grow. She has confidence. Hope that makes sense for you, Leo. Should we do one more on that Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, let's do one more. She's very practical. So it's like you got to remain grounded at the same time with this Ace of Wands. Oh, you got the Queen of Wands as well. Two queens. Yeah, this is determination. This is you going up yours, mate. I'm in the limelight. This is what I want to do, because the Queen of Wands is very much loves the attention on something. Very Leo energy, if you don't mind me saying. But there's a message: you can be both. You've got to get yourself out there. You've got to get into the limelight, take control, be your own boss, but at the same time remain very practical and resourceful with your time and energy and your money. Hope that made sense. Right, let's finish on the Green Witch Oracle deck. We have Moss Agate. And it's the key words of this is positivity and change. Let's have a quick look. Moss Agate. I just took about 5 minutes trying to find one, so I do hope it's going to be slightly quicker. Hoping. Why can't I see any of them today? 33. 33. Moss Agate. Here we go. You are holding back from change because you feel unprepared. Moss Agate can help. Moss Agate attracts positive energy, a boon when you are uncertain about shifts and transformations in life. Call on this stone to help set good foundations and prepare yourself for future change, or simply when you crave emotional balance. Moss Agate is a crystal. Reflection of this card is there an upcoming change that you have been avoiding that you need to make peace with? Power moment there, Leo. Hate to say it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Do check out my midweek energy readings, which I've made a separate playlist for, because I realised that I keep telling people to go and look for them and I couldn't even find them on my channel. So there is a separate playlist for them. Hope you enjoy that also. Hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you next week. Take care, and thank you as always for being here.